beautiful people. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lucy Stephenson, but you can call me Luce because we're all friends here. If you are new, please don't forget to hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up and turn that notification bell on just so you don't miss any of my future videos. I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays, and sometimes there's some bonus videos in between as well. Today is, I'm not gonna lie, it's a very long awaited video. We are going to be doing a full face first impressions of Charlotte Tilbury. This box is like full to the brim. I have been saving this up for ages and we're finally getting around to doing it. So let's just get straight into it because there are a lot of products for us to try today. Let's just get into it. So we will start with the eyes to begin with. I have two palettes that are brand new that we can try. The first one is the Desert Haze Luxury Palette of Mattes. So as you can tell by the name, it is a full matte palette. Absolutely gorgeous. I might just do a full matte look today. I'm not too sure. And then this is just what it looks like. But then I also have another brand new palette. This is the Easy Eye palette for the Charlotte Darling look. So it has a day eye and a date eye in here. And this is just what she looks like. So there is some shimmers in there as well. So I think we'll start by priming the eye. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer just to change it up for once. So I'm going to take a MAC 224 brush and I'm just going to take the second shade here. And I'm just going to use this as our kind of transition crease colour. And just going to start blending that right through the crease. Don't really know how this happened, but I'm guessing we're going big and grungy-ish today. Who knows? I'm going to take a MAC 217 brush. Look at me, my MAC brushes. And I'm going to go in with the darker colour, well, the slightly darker colour in the quad. And I'm going to pick some of that up and start putting this in the crease to deepen it up. I also took a big fluffy brush and I used the lightest shade, that kind of like bone colour shade, and I just use that to blend out the edges. Yeah, apparently we're going big and grungy today, boys and girls. So now that we've gone even more intense, because why the hell not, I'm going to go in with a blank canvas E41 brush, just looks like this, and we're going to go in with the darkest colour in the palette, and I'm going to take it on this side of the brush, and I'm going to put this in this outer corner here. These colours blend beautifully together, like just really easy to blend. I feel like you have to build it up a little bit, but if I'm honest with you, I feel like brands like Charlotte Tilbury are meant to be like that, because then you can play around with them. They're not meant to be like a boom, bam, in your face, really intense pigment, because that's not what the vibe that she is, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just packing this in this outer corner, slightly up in the crease a little bit. And I'm going to take another version of that brush, but a clean one, so the same one again, and I'm going to go in with the light shade from the palette, the bone one. I'm going to see what this is like in this part here. That looks like. Ooh. Okay, I like that. So I'm just building that pigmentation up. You can see that like it starts to get more intense, and because we haven't cut the lid, it like makes it like, because obviously if you think about it compared to what's in the palette, it makes it like this, I don't know, this gorgeous colour, and I'm here for it. So this is what we are looking like currently. I'm going to do the exact same colours underneath my eyes at some point, but I won't film it because this video is going to be very long anyways. But I am going to take a shimmer from the other palette just for the inner corner, and I'm going to go in with this lightest shimmer here. Ooh, just to kind of intensify that inner corner, to make it pop. So it is still like a full matte eye look, but of course it has just that little bit of a pop. Oh my god, that formula is beautiful in that inner corner. Okay, love that. Wow, okay. And then taking the exact same colour, I'm going to pop some just underneath the brow, just like so. You can see it pop when I turn to the side. So that's the eyeshadow done. I'm going to pop on some of the eyeliner that I have as well. So this is the Eye Powder Pencil, the classic. I have this in brown and I really like it. And this is the black version. So I'm just going to pop some of this in my waterline. This is so pigmented, like that is literally just one layer, bam, wow. And I'm going to also just slightly lift my eye up, sorry if this grosses you out. I'm just going to put this underneath, like in my tight line as well. So that is the eyeballs done. We are going to try the famous Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow Primer from Charlotte Tilbury. So it's not like a foundation, it's not like just a primer, it gives you a little bit of coverage, it gives you a little bit of colour, and I've been wanting to try this for so long. I've had this for, what, like 8 months? Oh, I'm so glad I can finally try it. I got mine in the shade 3, which is light/medium. I'm just going to shake it up in case it needs a little bit of a shake. And it has this huge little applicator. I have recently bought the XX Revolution, one that looks very similar to this. So let me know if you want to do a comparison video, because this is pricey. So I think that should be enough. And I'm just going to use my finger to blend. So as you can see, it gives a little bit of colour to the skin. It looks really, really, really dewy. I would love to wear this, and I know like Jamie Genevieve absolutely loves this kind of by itself too. So obviously you'd powder it. Well, I would, because I couldn't go out shiny like this. But yeah, that's actually really nice. Really hard to blend with your fingers, so I definitely won't be using my fingers to try and blend it next time. Next up, we have this bad boy. Now, this one isn't technically a first impressions. I have tried this once, and it probably was over a year ago now that I got this. And it's probably been about a year since I tried it, so I can't fully remember. I remember liking it, but I can't fully remember my thoughts on it. I don't know whether this is going to be the right shade. I've not tried this one. So this is the shade 3 Warm. So I've put 2 pumps on the back of my hand. You can see there that it is quite runny. If you want me to do like a full foundation Friday, like use this. Oh my god, I think it's going to be too light for me. And like use this in depth and go through what I think of it, like a full wear test. Please let me know, because I will definitely do that for a foundation Friday for you. I hope this oxidizes, because it looks like it might be a little bit too light for me. I've got absolutely loads left as well, so 1 pump should be enough for your full face. So this claims to be a full coverage foundation with a flawless, matte, long-lasting finish. So it says to apply in the centre of your face and blend outwards. I apply mine all over because I want coverage all over. So yeah, I'm just going to blend this out with a sponge, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I look very pale. Very pale. Oh, I'm gutted because this foundation was so expensive as well. Damn it. So I'm going to pop some concealer underneath my eyes. I'm just going to use the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite because I don't have one from Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, so the powder that I've got from Charlotte Tilbury, I bought this in the lighter shade intentionally to use underneath my eyes because it is flawless for underneath your eyes. So this is their Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder. So like I said, I got this shade 1 Fair / Pale, it's called, because I got a sample of this. You can see it is really fair. I got a sample of this in I paid like a, I don't know, like the Feel Unique thing where you get the little samples. It came like a tiny little sample, like the Pick and Mix I think it was, and or the Beauty Kit, I think the more expensive one. And this is the colour that was in it, and oh my god, I love it for underneath my eyes. So I'm going to pop this underneath because it literally blurs. Oh my god, it's absolutely beautiful. I would love this in a darker shade for the rest of my face, but it's definitely too light, especially when this foundation's too light anyways. I won't be able to use it today. What I will say about the foundation is all my dry patches on my nose are completely emphasised because of the foundation. It happens naturally with every foundation, but it seems like it's a lot more with this one, so I don't know if that's something to bear in mind. I don't know if it's because it's also a little bit lighter, whether that makes any difference or not. But I'm going to be taking a different powder for my face. And I'm going to actually use a MAC one. This is the MAC Studio Fix in the shade NC30 because it's a little bit darker. So I'm going to take it on my big fluffy Spectrum brush and I'm going to tap this all over my face. And you'll see it'll add just a little bit of colour into my face again, and then I'll come back and we'll try. I've got the hiccups now. We'll try this bad boy, the Airbrush bronzer. I'm so pumped to try this, and very clearly we need some colour on my face. So I don't know if you can tell, because I can definitely tell in person, but that powder, the MAC one, just gives so much colour to the skin, because obviously it's a bit darker than what I'm normally am. It's like my fake tan, well, kind of like night out kind of powder. Just add a little bit of colour back to that foundation. Next we have this bad boy. So this is the Airbrush bronzer. It's a matte bronzing filter for face and body, and I took other people's recommendations on colours for this, and I went for the shade medium. So I'm hoping that it's the right shade for me after that foundation fiasco. I can't get over the size of this. Like, it is actually huge, like, compared to my sponge. Like, it's massive. Like, it's such a big bronzer. Wow. So let's open this bad boy up. This is what she looks like. She is beautiful. What I love about this and the other powder as well is that it has like a little hole here that you can like put something through to pull the pad out, and then you can just buy the pan to refill the packaging, so you're not paying for the packaging every single time. But this, like, hello, like, this is huge, like the size of my head. So let's go in with the Peaches and Cream PC04 brush. So I'm just lightly building this up because I don't know how pigmented it's going to be. Oh, that is lovely. Lovely, jubbly. Okay, so it's definitely like a buildable one. I can go in a lot heavier with my brush than what I would typically like my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish or in my Vive kind of modern bronzer. Like, I can go a little bit more heavy on picking the product up with this because it's just so buildable and flawless. Wow. Oh my god, I love it. So that is my face with the bronzer on. It is actually flawless. Like, it's just blended into the skin beautifully. My nose looks an absolute mess. I need to exfoliate. I think it's my own fault for not keeping up with my skincare because my nose is just flaky as. 10 out of 10. If there's anything that you're going to buy from me doing this video, buy this bronzer, because this bronzer and the powder that I use underneath my eyes, phenomenal. Phenomenal. So I don't actually have a brand new like blusher to try from Charlotte Tilbury, but I do actually have one. Again, I got this in a mystery box. So this is the Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blusher in the shade Ecstasy, which just looks like this. And I haven't got a highlighter. I've got a liquid one, but I don't really want to use that. But I haven't got like a brand new one either way. So I'm going to actually go in with my Film Star Bronze and Glow, and I'm going to use the highlighter side from this. I personally, from trying that big bronzer, prefer that big bronzer over this. I never ever reach for this at all. Again, I got this in a mystery box, which I wasn't expecting it for it to be in a mystery box. But yeah, just to be honest with you, the big bronzer, so much better. And I think it's because the one that's in the Film Star Bronze and Glow isn't my kind of shade that I would get, like I would buy for a bronzer, so that might just be why I don't have a preference for it. So I'm just popping on some of this blusher. So that is a bit of blusher on, and then again just going in with that highlighter, and just again my Peaches and Cream PC17 brush. I'm just going to pop this on my cheeks. And then what I'll do afterwards is I'll go back in with the blusher just to blend it all together, just so I don't have like a highlighter stripe, because I do pack it on. So I've just popped on some of my NYX brow mascara. I don't have anything from Charlotte Tilbury brow wise because I never really buy brow products, to be honest with you. I'm just not really particularly interested in them. So I am going to pop on some mascara, and I'm actually, funny enough, I'm using up a Charlotte Tilbury one at the moment. This is the Legendary Lashes one. So I'm going to pop some of this on, and then we're going to have a look to see what kind of lip combination we're going to go for. So I have a matte lipstick, I have a lip luster, brand new, I've got a Pillar Talks diamond one, and I also have the full Pillar Talks lip kit that I got for myself for Christmas that I still haven't actually used. So yeah, I'm going to put my mascara on and we'll come back and we'll see what lip combination I have decided on. So that is the mascara done. It's very, very black, this mascara. It does smudge on the lower lash line from where I've been using it before, but it is so thickening and lengthening. It's really, really, really nice. But yeah, that's what the mascara looks like. So we basically have a Pillow Talk overdose, if lip choices. So I am going to be using the Pillow Talk lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the only one that I have from her anyways. We have 4 options of Pillow Talk in different formats. So we're definitely going to be going in with the lipstick. This is the matte lipstick of Pillow Talk. And then we have 3 different glosses. We have an original one, we have a sparkly one, and then I think one's like a lip luster, one's a lip gloss, and then one's a sparkly lip gloss. I'm not really sure. So let's take the lip liner to begin with. And it's a very, to be honest with you, again, it isn't really, nothing's really coming out there. It isn't really a lip liner that I typically reach for because it's more nude and I prefer darker lip liners and then a lighter lipstick. So you can see it on the bottom lip there compared to the top. It just adds just a little bit to the lip. It's not very dark, which is what I would normally kind of go for. If that is the lip liner on, it definitely wouldn't be one that I would recommend. I had to sharpen it and really press against my lips just to get that bit of colour. So yeah, it just wouldn't be a colour that, it's not one that I reach for, and it wouldn't be a lip liner formula that I would ever recommend as well. So yeah, I'd pass on the lip liners if I were you. And then we have Pillow Talk. This is what she looks like. Like I said, this is a matte one. They have different variations of Pillow Talk. They also have like a lighter one and a darker one too. And then this is just what it looks like, a bit more pink. Well, to be fair, old Lucy would have definitely gone for this, but with this eye look, it wouldn't really be one that I would normally kind of naturally pair together. But I don't really have, I do have another one from Charlotte Tilbury, but it's not like a brand new one for me to try, so that's why I really wanted to try this one today. But I love how it looks. I feel like it just makes my lip look very soft, like a soft matte. It's not like a drying matte. And I'm going to go in with the shimmery one. This is the Crystal kind of lip gloss. And let's see what this is like. Oh God, I can't actually open it. Jesus, there we go. And then let's put this, on the top. You definitely can't feel the shimmer, like the glitter in it. But you can see where it hits off the light. I don't know if you can tell on camera. Looks really, really nice, but would I say that it's massively different to probably the normal version of the gloss? Probably not. So that is what the little lip combination looks like. What do you think? Like, what do you think of this full face of Charlotte Tilbury? I'm going to quickly go through the products. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and go through the products so I can tell you exactly which ones I think that you should pick up and which ones you could probably pass on, just so you know what to get. Okay, so let's go through the products. So in regards to the lipstick, I do like the formula. I would prefer a different colour. I love their, I'll show you it. I love this one that they do in this packaging. This Angel Alessandra, absolutely gorgeous. I did really like that. I'm not normally one for a matte one, so it probably wouldn't be something that I would pick up again. I would go more for the formula like this one, where it's like more of a shiny one, like not a matte formula. But really, really, really like it. Anyways, the gloss is really nice. You can definitely see the shimmer up close, and it kind of hits off the lights really, really nicely. So that's something to bear in mind, but it's whether this is your kind of vibe. Obviously, you can get different colours anyways in the glosses. The mascara is really nice, really, really black, really thickening, really lengthening. However, it does naturally smudge underneath the lash line. If that's something that bothers you, you're definitely going to like this, or just use a different mascara for underneath, which is what I always do. Anyways, the foundation, I definitely bought this in too light of a colour. If I do wear this, I'm going to have to make sure that I'm doing some kind of cream bronzer just to even out my complexion. I do really like it. You can definitely tell that it's full coverage. You can definitely tell that it's on the skin. It looks really, really nice and dewy, luminous, and yeah, I think it looks lovely. It does emphasise my dry patches on my nose, but my nose is really, really bad. Every foundation does that currently. So I don't think it's anything to do with this. I think it's just my nose, to be honest with you. The blusher I really, really like. I do want different shades. It isn't really, this wouldn't be like one that I would personally choose. Obviously, like I said, to get it in a mystery box, it wouldn't be one that I would like go out my way to pick up that exact colour. And then the Film Star Bronze and Glow that I use for my highlighter, you already know how I feel about this. I don't really reach for it that often. The bronze is just not that kind of vibe at all. The highlight is really nice and subtle, especially if you're not like an in-your-face highlighter kind of gal. It is really nice, but I'd rather just get a highlighter than get the full Film Star Bronze and Glow, you know what I mean? And then the bronzer, If you're going to buy anything from this video, please buy this bronzer. I mean, look at the size of her. Absolutely huge. So yeah, I got the shade 2, would really, really recommend. I definitely could have gone a shade darker. And by the way, this also has 16 grams of product in. So not only is it massive, it actually has a lot of product inside as well. So it is pricey, but definitely worth it for how much you get and how big it is too. The same applies in regards to the Flawless Filter powder as well. Like I said, this one's more for underneath my eyes. I would definitely buy this in a darker colour for the rest of my face. Beautiful. Like, absolutely beautiful. Apparently the number 7 one is a dupe for this. So now that I've finally used this in this video, let me know if you want me to get the number 7 one and I can test them and see whether they are exactly the same. And it saves you some pennies as well. Eyeliner, really, really black, really, really nice, really easy to put on, didn't hurt at all. Yeah, just really nice. Sometimes eyeliners like really scratch my eyes, especially with my contact lenses. It didn't transfer my contact lenses either, just in case that was something that you're wondering about. Didn't do any of that. And then the last 2, I believe, are both of the eyeshadow palettes. We have the Desert Haze one, which is the matte one, and then we also have the like day and night one for the Charlotte Darling look. That's all it basically says in it. Absolutely gorgeous. I would take this away with me and with nothing else, and I just use my highlighter for like the inner corner if I wanted some shimmer on my lids. Beautiful, because you could literally do a day look and you could do a night look with this. Gorgeous. Really, really like this as well. The shimmer I was really impressed with. Obviously I haven't used the other colours, but the shimmer was really nice, and I'm assuming it's going to be the same formula as this one, which means that again it'd be really nice. I think that is everything that I've tried in today's video. I'd love to know what you think down below. Like, is there anything from Charlotte Tilbury that you recommend to me that you absolutely love? Oh, I forgot to say about this one as well. Really, really like this. Really happy with the colour that I got. Did give me a little bit of coverage, a little bit of colour, obviously that nice luminosity to the skin. So I think this would be something that I would definitely buy again, but if it's exactly the same as the Revolution one, I'll just buy the Revolution one for 15 quid because it's like less than half the price of this one. So yeah, that is absolutely everything. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed how this look turned out. Totally different to how I imagined my Charlotte Tilbury full face video going, but I actually really love how it's turned out. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll see you on another day in one of my uploads. Thank you so much, and I love you so much. Bye.